Hello, yes, well, 'tis I, isn't it? Before I get into the main subject of today's video, firstly, I just want to say hi, a very, very belated Happy New Year, and indeed a very, even more belated Merry Christmas to you all. I'll start with an apology. Not because I haven't been making many videos, there's several reasons for that, but my apologies because I've noticed in my comments a lot of people wishing me a happy Christmas, wishing me a happy New Year, to which I haven't responded, I haven't made a video, and I didn't sort of address all you guys who have supported me so faithfully over the last few years, and also the new guys who have come on board and liked and subscribed and done all that great YouTubery stuff. So to all of you, may I take this opportunity, aside from the belated festive greetings, to say thank you. Thank you for all your continued support, for sticking with the channel, and my apologies to anyone who's reached out and to wish me a happy Christmas or a happy New Year, to which I've not responded. Just very quickly before I go into the main subject of today's video, which is a bit of a shorter one, just to explain where I've been. Well, the short answer is nowhere. I've been very ill over Christmas and New Year. You can probably still hear that I'm not doing particularly well at the moment. In fact, I looked incredibly pale, which is not ideal. Also, practical reasons, where I film these videos is our conservatory, which doubles up as a dining room, front room, an entertaining room. It's quite a small house, you see. So, yeah, over Christmas, we needed the table for Christmas dinner and for when friends and family came over to play games and do all that sort of great festive-y and New Year stuff. So that because of that, my computer was tied away, my camera, a microphone and all of that, which now isn't working properly. So my apologies for the poor quality. But that was all tidied away. I could have filmed videos on my phone and stuff, but it's a bit rushed. It doesn't really work particularly well, in my opinion. So I've had a bit of time off, and like I say, I've not been overly well, to be completely honest. But the good news is I'm here, I'm safe, I'm sane, I'm sober in the gambling sense. And at the moment, actually, I'm sober in the alcohol sense, but we'll come on to that in just a moment. So yes, so thank you and sorry is a good way to start this video. But I do hope you're all keeping safe, and I hope you're keeping sane, and I hope you had a fantastic time over the festive period, Christmas and New Year, with your families, with your friends, with whoever, your illegitimate Filipino lover. Don't mind, don't care. Do you, all right? But I hope it started well. And if it's not started well, then this is the video that, for you, really, this is why I'm making this video, apart from to excuse and apologise for my absence. The last video I made, which was well before Christmas, was talking about why you shouldn't set gambling recovery or gambling abstinence as a New Year's resolution. Now, this wasn't to say that you shouldn't stop gambling. In fact, quite the contrary. The whole point of that video was to say that if you were contemplating giving up gambling as a New Year's resolution, I think I made this video sort of early December, then don't wait. Don't wait until that arbitrary date before you take action on something which you know either you need to do or that you know is going to have a substantial improving effect on your life. Very bad grammar there, Phil. All right. But contrary to that, there may be a large number of people who either gave up then, but maybe there are a large number of people who did give up as a New Year's resolution. And that's not to say that's a bad thing. You know, even if it is an arbitrary date, any point at which you decide to make an improvement in your life is a good point. But, like most New Year's resolutions, and not just New Year's resolutions, but attempts at abstinence and attempts at getting into recovery in general, like a lot of those, there will be failures, there will be lapses, there will be pitfalls, there will be little blips where things don't necessarily stay on the path and on the track that we wanted them to be. Alright, so maybe you did, at the stroke of midnight, commit to not gambling ever again. And maybe you're still not gambling, in which case fantastic, and thank you, and, you know, brilliant to hear. But you know, the road to a better life is often a bit bumpy, all right? And I'll try and keep the cliches in 2024 down to a bit of a minimum. So maybe you've, fallen off the wagon. Maybe you've had a lapse. Maybe you've had a full-blown relapse. Maybe you lasted 3 days and now you're back in old habits. Now, in the same way that I said not to wait for New Year's to make that change in your life, I will say this. If you did make it as a New Year's resolution and you've, failed, I'll put in inverted commas because I think failure is quite a dangerous word, then don't wait for the next arbitrary point at which to try again. This is the danger of a New Year's resolution. If you set it on January the 1st and then by January the 5th, you're back into your old habits, you almost feel inclined to write that off. Write off the whole effort at recovery, write off the whole effort at abstinence as a bad job, and then wait maybe for the next occasion, maybe a birthday or whatever, after a particular sporting event or after a particular race meeting if you're a horse racing bettor. You'll set that as your next arbitrary date to which to attempt recovery again. But I'm here to say, don't do that. Get back on the horse, proverbially, excuse the pun, straight away. And whilst, when I made that video on the 5th of December or whatever, I said there's no better time to stop than right now. If you have tried and, dare I say, failed to maintain abstinence, there is no secondary better time to stop than right now. Don't wait for that next big thing. Don't give yourself excuses to continue gambling until X date or Y date or after the next big meeting or until there's a break in the football season or whatever. All right, get back on the horse, get back into recovery, get back on that path and accept that there will be lapses, there will be, bumps in the road, and hopefully there won't be, and hopefully if there are, they'll be minimal. All right, but no one's path to recovery is smooth, and mine has certainly been anything but smooth. But just because you may have committed on a certain date and then lapsed on another date, it doesn't mean you have to wait to another arbitrary point to start again. Just to talk about me, I made no New Year's resolutions. Now, that's not to say, I'm perfect. I don't need to change anything. My God, there's a lot about me that I need to change. All right, I drink too much. I spend too much money in the pub. I eat too many takeaways. I'm not always fully committed to some of the things that I should be fully committed to. And I know this in the back of my head, but I didn't make any arbitrary resolutions on that particular date because I didn't know how the changes I wanted to make in my life looked. I know that I needed to go to the pub less because I was spending more money than anything. I knew I could probably cut down on my alcohol. I know I needed to get back in the gym more regularly because I'd let that slip. I needed to do more exercise. I needed to focus more on my business. All this stuff and make more videos, which, it's taken a little while. But from as of January the 5th or 6th, can't remember, I've not been to the pub. I've not had a drink, full stop. I've not had a takeaway. And now I'm back making a video, albeit a bit of a low effort one, but one that I think was quite important. All right, so I didn't start from that arbitrary date. I started when I was ready to start, and I've started now, and it's going okay, except I still feel like absolute shit. But that's possibly a complete aside. So, like I say, if you have committed to something in 2024 and already you feel like you've let yourself down or you've not stayed true to that thing that you promised that on the stroke of midnight you would change, well, try changing now. Right, make it a January the 10th or January the 11th resolution and not a New Year's resolution. And then every time, if there is another time, and hopefully there won't be, where you fall off that wagon, where you're back to square one, then make it a resolution from that date forward. All right, we don't need some arbitrary timescale, some arbitrary thing that everyone else is doing and everyone else is failing at to make our lives better. We can start it any day we like. Until next time, which won't be as long, and I can almost promise you that, hopefully I'll be feeling better soon and I can make some of the videos that I've been thinking about and I've been planning, but just wanted to say hi and once again and finally my apologies to everyone who sent me good wishes over the seasonal period and over the new year. My apologies I haven't responded. That's not normally like me, and thank you for sticking with the channel. Thank you for staying here. Thank you for all the new subscribers as well. Amazing they've actually been going up rather than down, which I'm very pleased to see. But let's make 2024 a great one. But let's not rely on the numbers on the calendar to make our lives better. Stay safe, stay sane, and speak to you all again soon. Thanks very much, guys.